Which of these photos shows a bride? Because of bias in computer algorithms, your web search might only choose this option. In 2018, Stanford University researchers found image identification algorithms labeled photos like this one with terms like bride, dress, woman, and wedding, while a photo of an Indian bride was labeled with performance art and costume. They said that's because those algorithms are programmed by humans who inadvertently include their own cultural biases when creating them. And scientists aren't the only ones to notice such cultural biases in automation. Recently, a video of Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez discussing how algorithms can contain bias went viral.
Algorithms are still made by human beings,
right,
and those algorithms are still pegged to basic human assumptions.
From medicine to shopping to jail time, biased artificial intelligence can affect our lives in many ways. Algorithms are a set of steps that describe how to complete a task. Computers use algorithms to map a driving route or search for answers to your questions. Even though artificial intelligence makes decisions on its own, it can pick up biases from human programmers and their datasets. That's how Safiya Noble, author of Algorithms of Oppression, explained it.
They're often trained on data that is flawed, factually incorrect, or maybe leaves out a lot of detail that is very important in order to process a decision or an outcome.
Take the bridal pictures. The data comes from ImageNet, a set of more than 14 million labeled pictures used to program computer vision algorithms, including those used by tech giants like Google. 45% of ImageNet data comes from the US, while only 3% comes from India and China combined. This lack of global diversity skews data used by AI, creating biased answers for users. Translation and transcription services face the same problem. Google frequently prefers male gender pronouns in English translations, and transcription services struggle with accented speakers. It all translates into real-world issues.
The ways in which we design software and point it at different communities has very different and disparate impact.
In 2016, ProPublica found racial disparities in a risk assessment software used on more than 7,000 people arrested in Florida. Judges nationwide used this software for sentencing recommendations, even though ProPublica found it was twice as likely to falsely flag Black defendants as future criminals than white defendants in Florida. ProPublica suspects that led to inaccurate predictions and longer sentences. Noble said it's a bias built on past stereotypes within communities, perpetuating systemic problems in the criminal justice system. Often, these crime-predicting algorithms are based on historical arrest data.
If you live in a neighborhood where there's a high propensity of people to be arrested for crimes, of course, this doesn't mean that they are actually guilty. It means that they've been arrested.
Then, these algorithms target a person from a high-crime neighborhood, she said, even if they didn't have a criminal background. So what can we do about biased algorithms?
AI is fundamentally changing how we will do the human experience. And we don't have enough research yet to declare that's the direction we want to go. And I think a lot of people don't have a vote.
Due to a lack of transparency from programmers and companies, it's not always clear why algorithms come to these conclusions. For Noble, a way to alleviate the problem would be to include more humanities and social sciences training for programmers.
I think the question is less about can we have an optimal, unbiased algorithm. I don't think we can, quite frankly.
The bigger question is, can they be written without creating unnecessary harm? For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Jamie Leventhal.